this killer cliffhanger. You're like,
Yeah.
it's a good
There we
show.
go.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
would have
great
not
show. I mean,
pegged James Spader for that role.
I could not imagine him not being in that role.
Yeah.
Coming off of Boston Legal.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who are just joining us, we're talking about The Blacklist. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Go check it out. It's amazing. Uh, Coming off of Boston Legal, but the thing is, man, is when he coupling that with Age of Ultron, and you see Ultron, he's constantly talking with his head cocked sideways. That's totally James Spader. But when he gets in those moments and he drops down really low and he's like, Lizzie, I never wanted this for you. He does that. Kills me. I cry every time.
Yeah.
Just gets me.
Yeah, Boston Legal was good too. Yeah, he's picked some good roles. He's a huge audiophile. He collects records, and he's a jazz. He goes to jazz clubs in Manhattan.
Yeah, so, he's also got very high OCD.
Yeah. He's got some.
Yeah, tics. Did you see him when he was on Fallon, and Fallon gave him like this classic jazz album?
Yes.
And for like his birthday or something, and he was overcome.
Right.
Hey Beatrice, what's going on, pal? So far away.
I said, where's everybody watching from Windermere? That's very far. Very far.
Very, very, very far. Very, very far away.
Very far.
So yeah, he's an audiophile, but he'll take these walks in the middle of the evening, and he'll turn his record player up super loud, and he uses his apartment. He opens up all the windows and he walks around the block, and he uses the apartment as his soundtrack for walking. So I'm sure his neighbors hate his guts.
Yeah.
he's like, I just turn it up really loud and walk around. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I'd ply me with autographs, but sweet. What's going on, Sam? What's going on, Sean?
Now Omaha's pretty far.
Omaha. Good Lord have mercy.
Chicago. That's pretty.
There is a state that I've never been to. I've never been to Omaha.
Yeah, I've not been to Nebraska. That's one of the places I've not been. Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota.
I've been to Texas, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Nevada, New Mexico.
I have a map somewhere in my house. Atlas. I used to mark off all the places I went to. We counted any place that your plane landed and you had to get off the plane as an acceptable place. You've been there.
Fair enough.
If you had to get off and change planes, you would have been there.
Yeah.
That was our rule when we used to travel back in the day.
Yeah. Speaking of travel, I'm going to Atlanta. I'm driving up to Atlanta tomorrow. And we do 3 times a year. I go to Atlanta for a big mastermind thing. And last year in October, it rained the last 2 days we were there. This year in October, it's supposed to rain the last 2 days.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe. Could be. I'm bringing the rain with me.
The rain? Bring the rain, bring the pain?
Yeah, something like that. So we're testing out. We're not using Skype tonight, which is very exciting for Tony and myself. I can't tell you how excited we are to not be on Skype, and it's been working beautifully with one small little hiccup. We can't yet get the music out to Facebook, so it's recording, but it's not coming to me, and it's not going to Facebook. So tonight's going to be fun. Tony's going to be pointing.
I'm going to play audio, but you're not going to hear it.
Yeah, so we'll fix it. We know it's a problem. Please don't hit us up. We know. We apologize sincerely. It's going to be funny. This will be a funny episode because you'll hear me say the cues and be like, "There's nothing going on. You guys are crazy." And the truth is that is accurate.
Yeah.
So you ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
All right. In today's show, we've got news about Tokyo Disneyland park experiences, more Disney parks layoffs, the Standby app is coming to Disneyland Paris, headline news, trivia, and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks podcast. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. How you doing tonight, Uncle Tony?
Doing good.
Excellent. So glad that you were here. So glad that everybody's here tonight. We do want to say a special word about our sponsors. The sponsor for this episode is our friends at Destinations to Travel. If you're planning on taking a vacation of any sort between now and sometime soon, when we're available to travel across the world, whether a family vacation or a destination wedding, maybe a cruise once we're allowed to cruise again. My cruise got canceled. Did yours? The European adventure, or maybe just like a romantic getaway for a few days, or any type of travel that you'd like to have. Let Destinations to Travel be your guide for your dream vacation. They're going to take all the worry, all the stress off of you. If you want to do some of the planning on your own, they would love to help you with that, because they're going to save you time, money, and most of all, frustration. It's always great to have a travel agent helping you, especially if you get stuck somewhere and you need that travel agent help. And the thing is, why wouldn't you? Because it doesn't cost you a dime, and they're going to always find ways for you to save money and save time. So go check out our friends at Destinations to Travel. How? Well, you go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, 2 That's DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, 2 for our good friends over at Destinations to Travel. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Excellent. How was your weekend? Did you do any fun Disney stuff this weekend?
Went to Paddlefish with a little magical dining, and that was good.
What'd you have?
I had the poke,
Yeah?
the catfish, and the chocolate cake.
Did you try the stuffed cod?
No. No, I heard it was
Dude.
good. Susan had that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They have this cornbread, shrimp, and what's the little round? Scallops, thank you. Stuffed cod that's just amazeballs.
Yeah. And James had the pork chop, and he literally ate that in like 3 seconds. It was that
shocking.
good. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Paddlefish is I'm impressed. Every time I go there, I have a great experience. Well, hang on. Every time I go there for dinner, I have a great experience.
Yeah.
I went a couple times just for cocktails and didn't have a good time.
Yeah. We kind of had it was like a kind of a dinner kind of thing. It was like 2 o'clock-ish, because we all, wanted to get out before Springs becomes a chaos. Yeah. But I do like it there. I do like it there. Service is always pretty good. The only time remember that time we were outside on
upstairs?
the back? Yeah.
No.
And that was not a good time. I think it was just that server didn't know how to deliver food properly.
Yeah, it was awkward. It was in the words of our friends, awkward.
Yeah.
But really, the dinners that I've had there have always been great. And we got to take some friends from out of town to do magical dining, and they said that's one of the best meals they've had their entire vacation. So I was pretty excited about that.
That's good. Beaches went to Haleo from magical dining. We may have to try that, as long as it's not.
As long as
well, it is price fixed, so we're okay. But I will have to probably stop at Splitsville to get some sushi on the way home.
Yeah, get something else afterwards, because you're going to go away hungry.
We have a little. Here's your appetizer, your entree, and then your dessert.
That's right. That's $755. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
We thought about going back to it and giving it another shot, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. When I come back, we'll check it out. And I think I know I've got a dinner. I think Sunday night. I think we're going to Topolino's Terrace for my birthday for dinner because we haven't had dinner yet there. So that's gonna be.
I haven't had dinner there. Yeah, it's a good idea.
All right. So, if you're asking about what I did this weekend, I watched Disney. That's all I did. I did very little except Disney Plus. That's all I did. My had a little bit of a crazy thing happen with Sid. I was just coming off of cold, as you guys heard last week. I was. Yeah. By the time I got done with the show, I was talking like this. So, it was awful.
What did you watch that was of interest? Anything?
I watched the Animal Kingdom, the magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Primarily, that was the one thing, and then I split it around between some Marvel stuff, and then I wound up watching. I think I wound up watching Guardians of the Galaxy again. That's my go-to, man. Guardians 2 sometimes, but I'll do that in any of the animated Star Wars stuff.
Right.
I did that as well, and then I wound up watching Pixar shorts.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's kind of what I did. I have very short attention span. So if I'm not watching YouTube, I'm usually watching that kind of stuff. So
you should have been watching the extended Zenmation.
Oh, that's out too. I missed that. Yes. I'll watch it. It's still there. I'll watch it.
And I watched Mr. Holland's Opus for the probably 8 millionth time.
Yeah, that movie's great. That movie has a very special place in my heart. But it does remind me of a very difficult time in my life. So I have a hard time watching that movie, but it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because it's so much my life when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Band and music.
The woman that plays Zenwina, the one that sings in the Gershwin play part of that.
Yeah.
She is starring in Top Gun 2 with Mr. Tom Cruise.
Top Gun 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I have to confess, confession time, I did watch one of those trailers, Top Gun.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? It's exciting.
Man, it can't happen fast enough. Just open up the Dolby Atmos Theater, let it rip, potato chip.
There you go. That sounds good.
Actually, you know what? I think I would go want to see that in an IMAX.
Yeah,
I want the full-on, big screen, huge sound effects of that movie. I think.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they do it because I hope they don't do remixes of I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Do all new music. Don't do any of the old stuff.
Yeah, the one thing that I was looking at their IMDb, and there's no Anthony Edwards, which obviously they can't be because he's dead, but I was thinking maybe some kind of flashback thing or something, and maybe he's in there uncredited, I don't know, but I guess we've really gone off on a tangent here.
We started with the Blacklist, we went around to some Disney, started the show, and now we're talking about Top Gun. Welcome to the podcast.
Anybody want to hear about Disney news at all today?
Yeah, let's talk about Disney stuff.
All right.
All right. There's nothing else we can do but get into the news.
The news.
All right. There's some new experiences happening over at Tokyo Disneyland Park featuring some new Fantasyland, some Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast, and more that's officially open. So other parks are opening new attractions. Why can't we? So inside of the Beast Castle, guests will find the Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast, which is a unique attraction created just for Tokyo Disneyland, where guests can dance to the music from one of the most beloved Walt Disney Animated Studios films, the aforementioned Beauty and the Beast. The attraction brings the story to life in a way that's never been seen before. Guests will board enchanted serving dishes and follow Belle on a romantic musical adventure where she dances her way into the heart of the Beast just in time to break the fateful spell. Also, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the video of it, go find it on YouTube. Totally worth it. You won't understand a word that they're saying, but you'll get the point. It's amazing. And pay attention to the dinner table. Just trust me on that. The Happy Ride with Baymax is the first Disney attraction featuring Baymax from Disney Animation's Oscar-winning film Big Hero 6. On the road to making people feel happy, Baymax first helps make people healthy. We can't wait for guests to hear 6 brand new songs for the first time in forever as the attraction swings guests around and around. So I guess this is like a
Hoop-de-doo review.
Hoop-de-doo swirly fin thingy.
Yeah.
Then over at Minnie's Style Studio, guests will see some of the fun details of how Minnie creates her different fashion creations. Minnie's Style Studio will be the first character greeting location at Tokyo Disneyland Park where guests can meet the famous mouse. All of Minnie's friends that live in Toontown get their clothes from her, and guests who come by to get a photo with her will get to see it all firsthand. The entire cast of Tokyo Disney Resort is looking forward to welcoming guests to the new experiences and providing an enjoyable experience at the parks. Thank you.
I think this Minnie is kind of based off our Belle attraction. You know, like the marriage mirror kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah,
you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's very similar to that from what I read.
Oh,
We'll have to see. Seeing is believing. There's no video of that. The Beauty and the Beast thing, lots of video. Minnie's thing, nobody.
Not so much.
Yeah.
It's not for lack of trying.
Exactly. All right. There's new CocaCola X Walt Disney World Resort collection is now available at Disney Springs. So if you need some branded Coke merchandise, you know, Coca-Cola will thank you for wearing their brand. They won't pay you, but they'll thank you.
No, you'll pay them. You got to buy it.
Yep. Exclusive to the Coke store at Disney Springs. This new collection is the perfect blend of both iconic brands brought together in a bold and refreshing way. The product developers were inspired by the timeless appeal and the youthful optimism both brands represent, and the design approach is all about bold simplicity. It is celebrating the iconic Mickey Mouse icon with the Coca-Cola stripe logo. So it's a blending.
Nice.
This is where the world's favorite soft drink meets the happiest place on earth. So you can get a whole bunch of different stuff. They have T-shirts and sweatshirts and drinkware and hats and keychains and more. Anything that they can stick this branding on. And don't forget about the Coca-Cola store on the rooftop, where the beverage bar located at the very top floor of the store. Here you'll be able to explore Coca-Cola's classic favorites and even exotic flavors from all corners of the globe. With a breathtaking panoramic view. They have quite an extensive beverage menu, including frozen drinks, classic Coca-Cola floats, and the popular Taste Around the World tray, where you can try up to 16 international flavors. And
is Beverly one?
I'm not sure. Spirited beverages are also available, like the seasonal Fantaween. Get it? Fantaween. Punch, which is available from October 1st to October 31st. And valid ID is required for the Fantaween. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
I have not done the 16. I figured it was the same that we got in Epcot that was free. Because this is not free. This, you have to pay for this tray, from what I understand.
Yeah, no, it's different. Plus, I think in Epcot, they only had 6 or 8 max. This is 16. And I think they are different. I remember, at least when they launched it, it was different. Because I remember saying, hey, is there Beverly on here? It's like, no, these are all different flavors from different parts of the world. I'm like, ooh.
No. So maybe we should go try it.
We should do it. Do a video of it.
Yeah.
Then everybody can just scrunch up our faces when we try.
If we don't like it, we just throw them over the railing.
That's right. Yes, we need to sit on the side that's not facing our buddies at Wolfgang Puck.
Oh yeah.
So we need to go that way. Yeah. So boys and girls, if you're fans of kitchenware and you're fans of Williams Sonoma, I'm about to break your wallet because Williams Sonoma has announced a new Disney collection. Disney fans won't mind having these mice in their kitchens. Thanks to the new Disney Mickey and Minnie collection from Williams-Sonoma, the beloved mouse couple will always be on hand to help with the cooking. Ranging from everyday cooking tools like an adorable smiling Minnie Mouse Flex spatula to a full complement of Mickey-themed kitchen and with a vintage Mickey Smeg refrigerator. What is SEMG?
It's a specific brand.
Oh, got it. For a whopping $27.99. That's $2,799, folks. There's something in the 19-item collection for every Disney-loving cook. Disney fans will also find several items in the Williams-Sonoma Disney collection to help them create Disney-inspired meals, including mouse-shaped pancake molds to make the favorite theme park breakfast treat at home, plus the set of 2 Le Creuset, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Mickey Mouse ramekins, which are perfect for kid-sized servings of Epcot's famous mac and cheese. And the 21-piece Mickey and Friends cookie baking kit, which will be in Park Hopper Sid's kitchen very shortly, which includes everything you need to bake the most delicious cookies on Earth, but most importantly, Minnie, Mickey, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto cookie cutters.
Nice.
Got it all. Last and certainly not least, chefs of all ages will be ready to get to work in adult and kid-sized Mickey and Minnie aprons. And just in time for the holidays, Mickey and Minnie oven mitt and apron sets will make the perfect gift for your Chef Disney fan.
I will throw one more item on this.
Okay.
Not at Williams-Sonoma, but Costco has the Pyrex sets. So they have the Star Wars, the Marvel, and the Mickey Minnie Pyrex sets.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for that, it's a 6-piece set. It's 3 Pyrex things with lids, and that is at Costco for a very good price. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm looking for the Williams-Sonoma stuff, and I'm not finding it. Is it on Shop Disney?
No, it's on Williams-Sonoma.
Oh, duh. Yeah, I'll be right there. Go ahead.
All right, so Disneyland Paris is getting a new Standby Pass app. So starting October 6th, Disneyland Paris will test a new virtual queue tool called Standby Pass. Very original naming.
Well, I'm sure it's much better in French.
You will stand by. Which will help optimize the amount of time guests spend in queues for some or the most popular attractions at both Disneyland Park and Walt Disney Studio Park. The new service will be launched on the official Disneyland Paris app, starting with Crush's Coaster, and then will be rolled out progressively over the coming weeks to Dumbo, Peter Pan, Big Thunder, Star Wars Hyperspace, Autotopia, Twilight Zone, Ratatouille, and on and on and on. With the Standby Pass, guests can book a time slot to enter the physical queue of the attraction via the park app and return to the queue at the designated time during certain periods of the day, subject to availability and dependent on the day-to-day needs of the park. When activated, only guests with Standby Pass will be able to visit the selected attractions. Access without a Standby Pass will not be possible for some time every morning and evening. So what they're doing is they're getting rid of the standby line, and they're just virtually queuing everybody, which might be interesting.
Yeah.
If you thought fast passes were hard to get, try getting one of these later.
You think it's going to make its way over here? Or is that just going to be something that Disneyland
I don't know.
does?
I think it depends on how this goes, So while the Standby Pass does not offer immediate access to the attraction, it does allow guests to spend part of their queue time in other attractions that don't have this, obviously, and outside for the physical queuing to enjoy the experience of the parks and reinforces the social distancing. I'm not going to tell you how this whole thing works, but I think it'll be interesting because, so for things like, Haunted Mansion, anything that's got an Omni mover that it's perpetual, I don't think they'll have that for. But anything that's a stop and load, I think they will put a standby thing on. And I could see this working for multiple things. Even, the disability access card, because that's basically what you're doing now is you're saying, you're going to the attraction and they're saying, come back at this time, and then you'll just have less of a wait. And that's exactly what this app is doing. So I could see this, replacing all those kind of things, disability access, standby queue lines, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I think for locals, if we get, the same access as everybody else and not this tiered, we're the bottom feeders of the standby line. If we get regular access, I'm fine with that because then I can go do other things while I'm waiting for my standby time. And I'm fine with that. I mean, like if I wanted to go on, I don't know, Space Mountain, I could go hop on the Carousel of Progress, see that while I'm virtually queuing for Space Mountain.
Right. And as long as Disney's shortening the days and the operating hours, I think it makes sense for people to be able to better utilize their time. Right. So they're not, I don't want to say wasting, but they're not standing in line for any reason when they could be virtually queued, go enjoy something else. So they get the most enjoyment out of the park since we're already getting kind of unable to use the entire park for the full day. That's the best way of saying it.
Yeah.
I'll leave it as that. That's interesting. Fascinating that Disneyland Paris is doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
have to see how it goes.
Yeah. Be interesting if they bring it here. See how they do it.
Yep.
So if you'd like to support what we do here, you'd like to keep the show on the air, we're using some new technology, and luckily we got grandfathered in on this, but this software is not cheap. But we got lucky on this one. But if you'd like to support what we do here so we can keep bringing you great Disney content, especially doing it live on Monday nights at 8 p.m., go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And that's the best way that you can help support us there. And what will happen is every month, just a little nominal fee, and we give you some amazing rewards. And on top of that, we've got up to 3 shows in addition that you can get access to that you won't hear anywhere else except for Patreon. At the $5 level, you get some extra Magic Hour shows. At the $10 level, you get the brand new and wildly successful, in my opinion, Disney Plus podcast show. We talk all things Disney Plus. And then there's another level that you can get all 3 shows, and you get a monthly or however many they come out throughout the year, a Disney by the Numbers TShirt Club shirt sent directly to you. You don't have to do anything. It just gets sent right to you. So if you're into all that, you can go check that out. Also, if you're one of those people who like to support us and pay it all up front, because I know, you got tax time coming up and you want to make sure that all your money is squared away, you could pay annually and you save 10%. So it's a win-win-win for everybody, and it helps keep us on the air. So please go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast and check that out. And we would thank you, and want to thank all of our current patrons. And we appreciate you guys for allowing it to help us do what we do.
All right. Hey, John, last week we had a trivia question, as always. And it was, what was the name of Jesse's original owner in Toy Story 2? And the correct answer was Emily. Emily. And the winner is Beth O. So, Beth, you were the winner. I think I need your mailing address. So, if you're listening, send us your mailing address. So
please do.
Yep. This week, I may have a controversial and a tricky question for you in our trivia. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
The handsome prince in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is probably the most mysterious out of all the princes. Princes. What is his name?
Ooh.
And it's only said like a few times at the end. So, what is the name of Snow White's prince in the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? If you think you know the correct answer to this question, send it to Disney Parks Podcast at gmail.com.
It's Steve.
Yes. I thought it was happy.
So fun. All right.
That's a tough.
Hey,
That's a tough question. May have even a tough time googling it. So,
yeah. Good luck with that, kids.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one. If you think that you're strong in the Force and you'd like to battle Darth Vader, well, you can now. The new virtual experience called Vader Immortal. Lucasfilm's immersive entertainment studio, IML.
Easy for you to say.
I'm dyslexic. Did I mention I'm slightly dyslexic? ILMX Lab has announced a collaboration with the location-based VR company Nomadic to produce Vader Immortal Lightsaber Dojo, a Star Wars VR experience. Vader Immortal Lightsaber Dojo, a Star Wars VR experience. 10 words.
That's because it has to be Googleable.
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Return of the Jedi. How hard is that?
But it doesn't have anything to do with the VR experience in it.
Oh, I know, it's crazy. You have to have all that stuff. So this is an expansion to the successful launch of Lightsaber Dojo last year. The immense immersive virtual reality experience inspired by the original Episode 3 Lightsaber Dojo from the award-winning Vader Immortal series represents the new evolution of the arcade-style lightsaber training. Fans will be armed with iconic lightsabers, blasters, and the Force as they combat droids and stormtroopers before engaging in an epic duel against Vader himself. Trust me, you're gonna lose. He's Vader. Top-of-the-line VR headset will transport players to the virtual world where they will select their lightsaber and difficulty level. Fans will then be transported to Mustafar, which is not a fun place to go, the fiery planet that Darth Vader calls home. Here, the action takes place inside a custom dojo that offers players dual-bladed lightsabers, blasters, and force lightning to engage in combat against stormtroopers, droids. Before you go to the big guy, Darth Vader himself, he makes his entrance for the final challenge. Cobra Kai, this ain't. The ILM X Lab team is excited to bring a new chapter to the Lightsaber Dojo experience, said senior producer Sharif Fatou. Sharif Fatou, senior producer at ILM X Lab. Fans will soon have the opportunity to battle Darth Vader himself using all their abilities in the ultimate test of skill. Gameplay was designed to be highly accessible for novice VR users while still challenging experienced fans. A leaderboard will allow players to track how they rate as they continue to improve their skills. Details on availability and pricing for Vader Immortal Lightsaber Dojo will be available soon.
Yeah, I think they still have a license problem with the other people.
Oops.
And I don't think they're open yet in Disney Springs. I think they're still closed, obviously for pandemic reasons. But
no,
it may be.
This is an at-home game. This isn't like the Void.
Yeah, but I'm trying to compare the two things: the VR thing that we had, with this. But I don't know. Would you? I'm not a VR gamer. I don't see that. I know it's all the rage, but I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see it taking off commercially. I think it has uses. I don't think gaming is one of them.
Yeah, I think that I'm not a gamer, but I know that people who are love it. And I think that eventually it will. When you say you don't think it's the future, I'm going to disagree on that, because if you saw the possibilities that a future like Ready Player One could hold, I think it very well could be the future, because
if we get to that, then possibly.
That will be the drug of choice for most people. Yeah. They'll stay in the VR world and they'll never come out, in my opinion. That's what will happen with a lot of people.
Yeah. But, I don't think we're there yet.
No, not yet. Not even close.
Yeah.
The internet is still too slow for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We could barely get to 5G.
That's true. That is true.
All right. On a sad note, Disney Parks Experiences and Products made an announcement of some layoffs. Josh D'Amaro released a statement that the number of parks experiences and product employees will be reduced due to the longer than expected COVID-19 on the park operations. And I think everybody is a little, why is this lasting this long, I guess, thing. Anyway. Despite the limited capacity due to physical distancing requirements and the continued uncertainty regarding the duration of the pandemic, which exacerbated in California by Disneyland's resort inability to reopen, Josh D'Amaro's statement notes that the company has kept non-working cast members on furlough since April. However, the statement continues, they will now, unfortunately, need to reduce the workforce at levels of the park's experiences and product segment, a decision that affected approximately 28,000 domestic employees, which is about 67% of their part-time staffing. D'Amaro made it clear in his statement that he believes cast members have always been the key to Disney's success by playing a valued and essential role in delivering world-class experience. I agree with you, Mr. D'Amaro. And then he went on to say that, let me state, this is Josh speaking, obviously, with my belief that the heart and soul of our business is always and will be the people. D'Amaro wrote in a letter to employees, just like all of you, I love what I do. I also love being surrounded by people who think about their roles as more than jobs, but as opportunities to be part of something special, something different, and something truly magical. D'Amaro stated that the company hoped the situation would be short-lived and that Disney parks would recover quickly and return to normal, but 7 months later, that has not been the case. He also said that the management team tried to avoid separating anyone from the company, but cutting expenses, suspending projects, and modifying operations. However, he explained the company no longer remained fully staffed while operating at this limited capacity. He also went on to say, as heartbreaking as it is to take this action, that is only feasible option that they have in light of the prolonged impact of COVID-19 on their business. D'Amaro wrote, for those who will be affected by this decision, I want to thank you for all that you have done for our company and our guests. While we don't know when the pandemic will be behind us, we are confident in our resilience and hope to welcome back cast members and employees when they can. So it was very sad, very sad. A lot of people, that had some serious tenure, 20, 30 years with the company, that were, told that this is, the point where they're going to have to separate ways. So I think, this is my personal opinion. I think if the airlines would have gotten a bailout sooner and would have been able to get planes going, I think people's confidence might have changed a little bit in getting on a plane. If there was testing and things like that, or some kind of process to say, all right, you've been tested, or you've, whatever, you can travel, because you have been tested recently, or recent days or weeks, whatever. I think that would have changed. I think just people are slightly reluctant still to get on a tin tube and fly across the country in either direction, just to go to a theme park.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the flip side of that is they just don't have the funds to go. I mean,
sure.
A lot of people are out of work, so and there's a whole lot of politics that go with that. And I don't want to get into politics by any stretch of the imagination, but our nation's leaders didn't help us when they said they were supposed to. We didn't get everything back open. I feel bad that other parks are open and Disneyland's not open. I don't think that California got a disproportionate degree of COVID-19. But I think it does. I guess if you're in California, and maybe Jen could speak to this because she's our California buddy. If you're in California and you're a Disney fan, how do you feel? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Are you happy that your leadership, the governor and the leadership in California is like, no, we can't have it open right now. We can't do this. We have to wait till it's safe. Football games are going on.
Yeah.
Other things are happening. So I don't get it. It's one of those weird things that pandemic is just exposing some very weird idiosyncrasies about our nation and our leadership. So, it's tragic, man. I feel so bad for the cast members.
Yeah. And I hope Disney's got a good plan, to try and bring them back. At least, I'm sure they will all hire back employees. Right. I mean, it may be a good time for the company to thin the herd too, but of bad seeds. But hopefully, they have some kind of a plan that says, if park levels get to this and this, we can start bringing back X amount of employees,
right.
for that, and then rehire these people back, and hopefully still, allow them to keep their tenure. If you were there 34 years, well, we're just going to, keep the clock running as if you never left. It'd be sad if they make them start all over again from scratch,
Right.
As day one
Right.
employees. That will be horrific.
Right.
So
yeah. All right. Let's talk about something good and fun. Let's move on. The Wave and Kona Cafe has added mobile order options to the My Disney experience. I just want to hear the
applause.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. Now, how can I hear that, but I can't hear the music? How is that possible?
Because this is built into eCam.
So Walt Disney World Resort annual pass holders can once again receive 30% off on select purchases at the... Oh, wait. No, that's not right.
Oh, that's not the right thing.
That's not the right article. So, scratch that. Apparently, copy and paste is an issue.
Yeah. Probably.
So the Wave and Kona have added mobile ordering to their options, which is great. I'm still waiting for the Ohana experience because
I tried ordering it. I tried doing Sanaa this weekend, and the thing was, they only had like a weird time, like 5 or 6. I was like, oh, I was looking for something a little bit later, and there was no. I was like, how do you not have a later time for pickup? You're making it. I'm picking up. I don't need a table.
Right. So Sanaa opened at Disney's Animal Kingdom Kanani Village with select table service restaurants around Walt Disney World introducing to-go or mobile ordering options. So now they've added the Wave ... of American flavors at the Contemporary and Kona Cafe at Disney's Polynesian Village. So when you go to the My Disney Experience app, you'll see the to-go option, and you click on it, and you'll be able to view the mobile order menu and meal times, which is what Tony's talking about, which is really strange.
Yeah.
So the restaurant's open, and you'll be able to choose for an arrival window and build your order. So the question that I have is, let's say you make this order and you go, and I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
You make your order.
Do you have to park?
And you go. How do you get the order if you're not staying on the property?
Yeah.
So
what do you tell the security guy? What do you tell the security guy? And then where do I put my car?
Yeah.
Because I'm not parking.
I'm here.
Yeah. I listen. I would just pull up. Yeah, I would just pull up to the porta cachere and go, I'm here to pick up my order. I'm just gonna run inside and get it. Right. That's what I would tell the valet guy or the bell service guy.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody has tried this, the pickup, not the mobile order, I know how that works, but the pickup. Like if any of you all locals have done any of these, pickup things at any of the restaurants,
and you're not staying on property.
Yeah,
and you're not staying on property.
And not staying on property. You all know who you are.
Right.
All right. Next up.
You.
Yep. D23 shared official dates for the D23 Expo, which is now going to be in 2022. So D23, the official Disney fan club, shared an update regarding the next Expo convention, also bringing news that the event will be delayed a year. Probably a very good move on their part. They're excited to announce that the next D23 Expo will be held September 9th to the 11th of 2022. The convention center is probably ecstatic. We got a booking! Somebody's willing to come back!
Probably.
They were like, turn on the lights, clean the carpets.
start defunking it now.
Yeah.
It'll take us a while. It's a big building.
Yeah. D23 Expo 2022 will celebrate unlike any other as they give fans the first look at the plans for the incredible 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company.
Hence the D23 2022. Yeah.
I think this might be an expo that we might have to go to.
I think we probably should. We should probably just kind of go ahead and put the spurs to it and make it happen.
Yeah. If they're going to start celebrating the 100th anniversary of the company the year before and lay out the plans, I think that's something I want to hear.
Start saving now for the Sorcerers Package. It'll be bright.
What's that, $20,000?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a car payment. I don't know.
No, it's not a car payment. It's a car.
It's a car. That's what I meant. It's a car. Shanghai Disney will be even more wicked than ever this Halloween. Guests are invited to wear the most creative Halloween costumes and celebrate the spookiest season of the year from October 5th, today, as we record this, through November 1st, 2020 at Shanghai Disney Resort. Okay, so Shanghai's open. Tokyo Disneyland is open. Tokyo Disney Sea is open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland Paris is open. Mm-hmm. Walt Disney World Resort is open.
Mm-hmm.
What in the blue blazes is going on in California?
Governor Newsom.
No comment. Shanghai Disneyland guests will enjoy hauntingly fun decorations and some not-so-scary surprises this Halloween. Costumed park goers will also hunt for trick-or-treat locations throughout the resort and receive sweet surprises from cast members, but only if they say the magic words, "Give me that candy." It's probably not the magic words, probably trick-or-treat, but I would say, "Give me that candy." Plus, a new 2-day Halloween party on October 30th and 31st will treat guests to an immersive Halloween experience with character encounters, dance parties, live music, and special fireworks. But I won't be there because, A, I'll be watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus because it comes out on the 30th. Miguel's hometown of Santa Cecilia will come to life in the Coco-themed area in Adventure Isle October 12th through November 8th, and daring guests can head to Treasure Cove for the return of the popular Ghost Pirates, A Tale of Darkness. But beware, because anyone making their way through the immersive Pirates world in Shipwreck Shore should be on the lookout for the cursed crew, or they may become cursed themselves. Plus, guests won't want to miss the chance to join live DJ and host on stage, show off their costumes in the This Is Halloween interactive dance party in Tomorrowland. The fan favorite Donald's Halloween Treat Cavalcade, will return to the parade route each evening with Donald Duck and Daisy Duck leading a procession of Disney villains, including Hades, Maleficent, Dr. Facilier, and the Queen of Hearts, all accompanied by a soundtrack of classic Halloween-themed Disney songs. Guests should also have their cameras ready to snap pics of Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Duffy, and all their friends who will be joining the cavalcade in their Halloween costumes as an extra spooky surprise this Halloween. Select Disney villains will also make occasional appearances in the Enchanted Storybook Castle balcony at the new Villain Balcony Walk. Okay, go. Maleficent. And go.
So it sounds like they're having a not-so-scary Halloween party.
I can only guess.
This is what it sounds like to me.
For 2 days, though. For 2 days. Following the success of last year's Halloween Day Spectacular, this year the Halloween celebration is being extended to 2 days of frightful fun, with Halloween days of spooktacular parties creeping late into the night on October 30th and 31st. Guests with party tickets will be able to visit 5 different party zones throughout Shanghai Disneyland, with all with live DJs and selfie spots with Disney villains. So you're saying that they can do Halloween parties?
That's what I'm saying. They're doing a Halloween party for 2 days.
What country is Shanghai in?
China.
China.
Just leave that candy right there where it is and walk away, Mr. Donahue.
Moving forward. Go ahead.
All right, we have on good word that the Walt Disney World minivan service has been discontinued. So they were given the word that the minivan cast members are among the 28,000 cast members being released. The minivan service was Disney's official rideshare option, first introduced in 2017 at the D23 Expo. Began shuttling guests to and from locations. Then they expanded out to the airports, and then they went to other places. But now it is all done for right now. So if you're looking for a rideshare service, you're going to have to go back to your original Uber, Lyft people for ride sharing on Disney property. So, or from the airport, because Magical Express is really not magical anymore if they're not going to take your luggage. So you might as well get in an Uber.
Might as well. It's cheaper too, or just call us. We'll flat fee. We'll do it. We'll take care of you.
Yeah,
won't be
it'll
expensive.
Be less than $150.
Yeah, it will be, and it'll be much nicer service. You can listen to Disney music and have a whole fun time.
Yes, I have plenty of Disney music in my car.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah. We should do that. It's the Disney Parks Transportation Service.
For an added fee, I'll sing.
For a higher fee, he won't sing.
That's right.
That's the trick.
That's the trick.
We've got an update on the Grand Floridian. Narcoossee's has reopened. The hotel rooms at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa have recently reopened, prompting some operational changes throughout the resort. Apparently, they got the funk of the NBA out of it, so it's sort of like basketball shoes and sweat. I'm just saying, it's basketball, like football. We sweat when we play sports. The last National Basketball Association teams have left the Grand Floridian, and the security fences have been removed. Now playing at the Grand Floridian. Guests. Okay. So on September 21st, the resort's hotel rooms reopened to the public for the first time since March. Stop and think about that. On September 21st, the resort hotel rooms reopened to the public since March.
That's crazy.
With more guests staying at property, Disney has also reopened waterfront restaurant Narcoossee's. It joins the Grand Floridian Cafe and Gasparilla Island Grill as dining options. Enchanted Rose and the Beaches Pool Bar are also available. Meanwhile, 1900 Park Fair, Citrus Coast, and Victoria and Alberts remain closed at this time. Note that dining reservations can be difficult to come by due to the limited offerings and reduced seating capacity. Both the beach pool and courtyard pool are operating. However, early reports indicate that Alice in Wonderland themed kids play area has not yet reopened. Why? Because it's a very small space.
It's interesting that all right, so they opened Narcoossee's, which of the two restaurants are the smaller of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not going to open them at full-blown 100% capacity, I mean, then Narcoossee's becomes like really small.
Yeah.
So
intimate. Very intimate would be the words that they prefer us use.
It'd be like dining at Victoria and Alberts, except outside.
And you can wear shorts.
Shorts.
Direct boat service between the Grand Floridian and Magic Kingdom has resumed. Crap, I got the hiccups. And a brand new walking path connecting the two destinations is expected to make its debut at any time. No announcement has been made regarding new performances for Walt Disney World's flagship resort. So they got rid of the orchestra. Are they planning on bringing new people in?
I don't know. Animatronics that can sing. Damn, we've been placed with animatronics. I don't know. Citrico's. I would have thought they would have opened Citrico's before Nicosi's, but I guess that's just me.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a reason. Maybe they were doing some staging in Citricos for the NBA guys.
They ain't cleaned it up yet.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I just work here.
Yeah. It'll be nice when the NBA's gone. I think that's not going to happen until the 13th of October.
Yeah, they've got a few more games left.
All right. Hey, don't forget to go over to visit us at TeePublic. I'll put the ticker up for that. We have some great things for sale, like this 9 Old Men mask that you can buy and other things. And $1, I think, or more of the proceeds go to charity, too. So,
sweet.
Yep. So go get that at teepublic.com. That's teepublic.com/stores/ Disney-parks-podcast.
Right. Gotcha.
Got it?
Hey, kids. How about a little headline news? The funny thing is I can still hear it coming out of his headphones.
Oh. All right. Let's start with Walt Disney World is named the most eco-friendly tourist attraction in the world.
All because of paper straws, boys and girls. You did it. Congratulations, Disney.
So now my Frappuccino suffers, but you get tagged the most eco-friendly tourist attraction in the world. That's terrific. Frontier Airlines is offering free flights to anyone named Orlando. So this I say to you, if you can get a judge to legally change your name quickly so that on your driver's license it says Orlando, you can come to Orlando for free.
This is great news for Orlando Jones, Tony Orlando
Bloom.
Orlando Bloom. All those cats are going to be coming to Orlando anytime soon. For free, yo.
For free. I think funny. That's a funny offer. I was like, that's great. That's great. They should do it for every city. If your name is Los Angeles.
If your name is Angel.
Yeah. If your name is John F. Kennedy, we'll send you to New York.
That's right.
God. I think that was fantastic. They should start doing it in those cities. So.
If your name is Cleveland, there are some Clevelands, Grover Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland Alexander.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Disney is to release Mulan October 6th for on-demand streaming outside of the Disney Plus platform.
Trying to recoup some of that cash it lost.
If you have Amazon or Vudu or any of those other platforms, you may find Mulan on there. I don't think you're going to find it for cheaper than $29.99, but you can take a look in a couple days.
Do your best, kid. Do your best.
Yep. Mr. Iger resigned from the task force in California, where the Theme Park Association, he disagrees with the proposed reopening rules for Disneyland. And these rules were 25% capacity, and then only people from certain zip codes would be able to visit the theme park. And they were obviously ones around the Orange County area in California.
Nice.
So Bob says, that doesn't sound like that's going to help us much.
That's not going to work for me. I'm out.
Yeah.
Take my toys and go home.
Yeah. Bob seems to be a quitter. He left, Trump's thing. He left the governor's thing. Apparently, if he disagrees politically, he's a quitter.
He's tried to leave Disney twice.
Yeah. Quitter Iger.
Quitter Iger. Quit Iger. Bob Quitter Iger.
Yeah. Speaking of Disneyland, they have now canceled hotel reservations through October 17th. Listen, I said this the last time. Just stop taking reservations until you know you can open. Why take them and then have to cancel them? Isn't that a lot of work?
Dude, I don't think they're taking them. I think that they have these reservations made a year or so in advance.
You think so?
Oh, dude, coming from the
I think they're still taking them.
They probably were a few, but I'm telling you, planned vacations, people don't do like we're going to wake up on a Tuesday and go on vacation that often. They plan.
I get that.
You know,
I just still think they're taking them. That's my weird thing.
Okay. All right.
And then we spoke about, not on the show, somewhere else. Closing time at Disney Springs has been now extended through the end of 2020. And it's just on the weekends, Friday and Saturday. They've extended to a later time, so you can, for you locals, go early though, because the parking garages get the capacity, and then it's game over.
Yeah.
So go early, stay late, and wear your mask. That's all I'd have to say.
Absolutely. Well, all right, guys, we appreciate you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen. If you're not doing anything on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, come join us on Facebook, Instagram. I think we put it out, literally, we put it out on Facebook and YouTube, all over the place, at Disney Parks Podcast, and we can watch us live. If you're listening to the replay, that's great. You can find us all over the internet at your favorite podcast catcher. And if we're not, shoot us an email at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com and let us know where you'd like us to be, so you can listen to us. Come find us over at DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can find all of our show archives, show notes, and blog posts, links to our amazing friends and sponsors like our good friends at Destinations to Travel. If you're looking for a travel agent, please consider Destinations to Travel. You can fill out a quick little form at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com/D2 Sorry about that. And if you'd like to help support the show, come on over to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And if we don't see you online, we will definitely see you in the parks.
Attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.